NEC 110.26. F1 requires a drip pan to be installed below any electrical equipment or conductors located where dripping of liquids may occur. Consider a situation where a domestic water line is installed above a variable frequency drive, or VFD, for a pump. The question arises whether this installation violates NEC 110.26. F1, and if a drip pan is required. Because the domestic water line is installed above the VFD, dripping water could potentially fall onto the VFD. This situation violates NEC 110.26. F1. Now let's consider NEC 430. Although NEC 430 does not specifically address the installation of drip pans below VFD, NEC 430.23 requires electrical equipment to be protected from dripping fluids. This requirement applies to VFD as well as other electrical equipment. The installation of the domestic water line above the VFD without a drip pan violates both NEC 110.26. F1 and NEC 430.23. Therefore, a drip pan must be installed to protect the VFD from dripping water. Here's a deeper dive into these code sections. NEC 110.26 focuses on the spaces above electrical equipment. This section is crucial for ensuring the safety of personnel who may need to access or work on electrical equipment. Subsection F specifically addresses dedicated equipment space, and within that, paragraph 1, titled Indoor, provides requirements for working space. It states that the space equal to the width and depth of the equipment shall be dedicated and kept clear of obstructions. No piping, ductwork, or other equipment foreign to the electrical equipment shall be located in this dedicated equipment space. This regulation aims to provide unobstructed access for maintenance and repairs, ensuring that workers can safely perform their tasks without unnecessary obstacles. An exception to this rule is provided for suspended ceilings with removable panels. This exception acknowledges that some spaces may require suspended ceilings for aesthetic or functional reasons, but it maintains the requirement that the space above the equipment remains accessible. The specific part of NEC 110.26. F1 that is most relevant is the prohibition of piping or other equipment foreign to the electrical equipment within the dedicated space. This rule is designed to prevent accidental contact with electrical equipment and to minimize the risk of damage from leaks or condensation. When a water line is installed above a VFD, it introduces a potential hazard. Any leaks or condensation from the water line could drip onto the VFD, causing electrical shorts, corrosion, or other damage. Such damage could not only compromise the VFD functionality, but also create a safety hazard for anyone working on or near the equipment. The requirement for a drip pan is a practical measure to mitigate this risk. By installing a drip pan below the water line, any dripping water is collected and diverted away from the VFD. This simple precaution can prevent significant damage and ensure the continued safe operation of the electrical equipment. Moving on to NEC 430, which covers motors, motor circuits, and controllers, including VFD. While NEC 430 does not explicitly mention drip pans in relation to VFD, it does provide general requirements for the protection of electrical equipment. Specifically, NEC 430.23 addresses protection from liquids. This section mandates that motors and other electrical equipment be suitably protected from exposure to liquids, whether dripping, spraying, or splashing. The intent of this requirement is to prevent water or other liquids from entering the equipment and causing damage or creating a safety hazard. In the context of a VFD installed below water line, NEC 430.23 reinforces the need for protection against dripping water. Even if NEC 110.26 F1 did not explicitly require a drip pan, NEC 430.23 would still necessitate some form of protection to prevent water from coming into contact with the VFD. Therefore, the combination of these two code sections makes it clear that a drip pan or other suitable protection is required when a water line is installed above a VFD. To summarize, NEC 110.26 F1 prohibits the installation of piping or other equipment foreign to the electrical equipment within the dedicated equipment space, and NEC 430.23. I requires electrical equipment to be protected from exposure to liquids. Together, these requirements necessitate the installation of a drip pan or other suitable protection when a water line is installed above a VFD. Without such protection, the installation would violate both code sections. In practical terms, the best approach is to relocate the water line so that it is not directly above the VFD. This eliminates the risk of dripping water and ensures compliance with the code. However, if a location is not feasible, a drip pan must be installed to catch any dripping water and prevent it from reaching the VFD. The drip pan should be made of a non-corrosive material and should be properly sized to contain any potential leaks or condensation. It should also be installed in a way that allows for easy inspection and maintenance. Additionally, the drip pan should be connected to a drain or other means of removing the collected water. This will prevent the drip pan from overflowing and causing a new set of problems. In conclusion, the installation of a domestic water line above a VFD without a drip pan violates both NEC 110.26 F1 and NEC 430.23. A drip pan or other suitable protection must be installed to protect the VFD from dripping water. It is also recommended to relocate the water line if possible to eliminate the risk of water damage altogether.